Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Legal Talk Tuesday. I'm Crystal I. Myers, Esquire, founder and principal attorney of B. Bossy LLC, a boutique law firm that caters to the legal needs of small businesses, small brands, small nonprofits, and the list goes on. Before we get into this week's episode, let me remind you that nothing that I say or do in this video is with the intention of creating an attorney-client relationship between me and any of you. This video is solely for educational and informational purposes only. Now, let's get into this week's topic. I decided this week we would spend a little time talking about copyrights. In particular, I want to talk to all of my business owners who sell merchandise, or merch for short, as their main source of revenue, and also to all of you business owners who sell merch as an additional source of revenue. We've all seen t-shirts, sweatshirts, tote bags, hats, etc., with well-known images and sayings from pop culture on them. This includes images of celebrities, TV and movie characters, memes, and quotes from all of the above. More often than not, the sellers of this type of merch likely have not considered the copyright implications of selling these items. I'm willing to bet many of you don't know that, generally speaking, in creating a design for merch, you cannot use images, characters, and any figure that resembles anything taken from comic books, cartoon networks, movies, video games, and television shows. This restriction includes logos, names, pictures of educational institutions, organizations, company names, clubs, sports teams, musical groups, artists, etc. Doing so could be an infringement of someone else's copyright and or trademark right. The same restriction applies for any image or graphic that you spot on social media or find in a search engine, including memes or images from viral videos. Let's take it a step further. This also means you should not use any photo, artwork, or caricature of a celebrity. Taking a celebrity's picture without authorization to do so and using that on a t-shirt, for example, even if you draw it in your own way, should be avoided. As a rule of thumb, you should only use those images or graphics that are clearly marked as free for commercial usage, or which you know you can license. You can also look for images with or that state that they are royalty free, or that are on the public domain, meaning the copyright has expired, it is forfeited, or it has been donated. When it comes to including some quotes in your design, the rule is to avoid quoting anything from an author who is alive. In the case of a deceased author, if they have passed away less than 70 years ago, do not quote him or her. There is an exception, however, for common sayings and parodies. Keep in mind, it doesn't necessarily mean that if content is found on the public domain and it's free, that it will not later come under some type of copyright enforcement or law in the future. While chances coming under copyright enforcement are slim, you still need to check to see if someone has already acquired the rights or asserted their rights, their copyright specifically, in the design in any way. If you are unsure about a material's copyright status, the first step is to visit the Copyright Office. Their website is where you can search the records for registration of any creative work that you may want to use. You can also perform a reverse image search on Google. This way you can try and determine the source of any image or material you want to use. You can also reach out to an attorney such as myself to help you to determine if the material falls under the Fair Use or Creative Commons exceptions. If you need to make sure you are not engaging in copyright infringement or you have other legal questions related to your business, head over to my website, www www.thebossy.approach.com to learn more about me, the services I offer, and how to book a complimentary discovery call with me. This way, we can chat more specifically about your business legal needs. You can also check out the merch that I have for sale on my website by clicking on the Bossy Shop. That'll do it for this week's episode. Until next Tuesday, be bold, be brave, be bossy. See ya.